when we talk about UFC champions, there's hella things that we bring up, okay? We bring up dominance, we bring up amount of title defenses, how entertaining they are. But realistically, what we should actually be talking about instead of these, random shit that don't matter, is who has the most aura. That is the most important thing, okay? When it comes to a fighter, when it comes to a champion, the definitive most important thing is, do you have more aura than the other champion? That is how the pound for pound is based. It doesn't matter if someone has 10 title defenses. If someone with one title defense has more aura, they're better. That's how we all know it works. Now listen, obviously, I'm joking about, but we're ranking UFC champions today based on aura, and we're getting straight into it with Pantoja. Now, I'm sorry, but no man who is 5'4", who is nearly a whole foot smaller than myself, is getting above C. I'm sorry to all the short kings out there. I fuck with you, okay? I dap you up through the screen. I fuck with you. But I'm sorry, man. You ain't getting above a C. And Pantoja's cool and shit, okay? He's cool. I get that. He's a little marauder. He moves forward. And he just throws. But sometimes he also smudges people. And he had a great last performance. But I'm sorry, man. You're like 5'4", and in your post-fight interview when you won the belt, everyone left and no one listened when you were crying about your dad hating you during your childhood. I'm sorry, man. It's just how the cookie crumbles. It's just how it be. You can't be above a C. You get me, G. Now, that would hard. But anyway, now we move on to I ain't gonna hate. I'm gonna keep myself from hating. But Merab is another guy who is in C, and I will explain why he has some level of aura, I guess. Now, Merab gains aura by the fact that he just shouldn't be champion. Like, realistically, if you asked someone 2 years ago, who do you think at this point in time will be bantamweight champion? If you ask a year ago, if you ask 6 months ago, who do you think will be bantamweight champion at this time? They ain't saying Merab, so I'll give him that. Okay, it's unexpected, and that's why he's not in D. But he's also 5'4", something like that. I think he's 5'5", like, unironically. He's a small guy, and he's a fucking yapper, man. I'm sorry, but he has such a bad habit of just talking and talking and talking and talking. He should be doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And he just repeats himself over and over again, and he can't control his emotions at all. He's very emotional, so he's getting put in C. Next up, we have Mr. Aura himself, Ilia Topuria. He's going straight in S, man. The first man to ever knock out Max Holloway. The confidence on this guy. Other men want to be this guy, and he's a midget, but it doesn't matter. If you can beat the height, put on you. Ilia's a small guy. Like, he is a small person. He's 5'6", 5'7" maybe. Ilia Topuria is a small man. He's below average height. I think average height is like 5'9", which I personally don't think is true. I'd say nowadays it's probably about 5'11", you know what I'm saying? But apparently the average height is 5'9", and he's like 5'7", 5'6". But just the confidence flowing through this man's veins. The fact that he knocked out Max Holloway, the fact he knocked out Alexander Volkanovski, the fact that people are talking about this guy may be able to beat Islam Makhachev, that's just fucking aura, bro. Future GOAT candidate one day, in my opinion. Next up, we move on to Islam Makhachev, and he's going in there. Islam kind of has everything going for him, but he just doesn't have that it factor that Ilia has. He's dominant, he's cool. He beats the fuck out of people. He has hella title defenses. He has 4 at this point. He's beat really good guys. Volk, Charles. But he's just a bit goofy. He's just got a bit of the tism, which, is great and all. But it does kind of bring your aura down. I mean, he would be an S if he didn't call out Brock Lesnar all those years ago. He'd be an S if there wasn't that video of him where he's like literally drooling out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of limits himself slightly. you know, I fuck with him. Next up, we got Belal Muhammad. You're going in D, buddy. You are going in D. I don't hate Belal. I deadass don't hate Belal. If you're curious about who I hate, I don't hate any champion except for Merab. I do actually heavily dislike Merab. I ain't gonna get into it. I think that Belal's better than Leon, if I'm entirely honest. So don't take this as me just hating on Belal, but he does have no aura. Okay. Literally everyone makes fun of his nickname. He just gets mocked. Like he's a champion, but he's somehow a victim at the same time. Like, it's kind of impressive, low key. Maybe I should move him up, but I just can't put him high, man. I just can't put him high. He's getting put in D. He's getting dipped down. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, he's better than Leon, but Leon would only be in like C if he was so champion, just because of the Usman head kick. But I don't even hate Belal, but you're in D, man. You're in D. Next up, we got Dricus du Plessis. This is hard, you know. I'm putting him in B, but he should be in A because he's cool as fuck. Okay, Dricus du Plessis is cool as fuck. I don't care what anyone says. This guy's cool as hell. He's goofy, but his fights are so sick, man. His fights are so fucking good. He also has that factor of like he shouldn't fucking be here, like that Merab and Belal kind of have. I'm moving him up to A. I'm moving him up to A. You know, he makes people cry at press conferences. He's just fucking cool. Quite simpler. We move on. Could he be anywhere else? Who do you think gave me the idea for this video? It definitely wasn't me looking at other MMA channels in which they got the most views on. It definitely wasn't that, okay? But let's just be realistic here, man. Alex Pereira has the most aura out of any UFC champion. That's literally what his entire personality is at this point. He's even goofy, but you know, gets away with it. Like, if anyone else like just went about saying one word, everyone would just say shut the fuck up. Because Alex Pereira, he can just get away with going around saying charmer all day. You know what I'm saying? So Alex Pereira, he is aura personified. Stone faced, knocks people out. He's like 6'5". He's damn, he's taller than me. Fuck you, you dickhead. Don't like you anymore. Might move you down, but he's taller than me, dickhead. But he's aura personified, you know what I'm saying. And next up we got Tommy Aspinall, my boy. I fuck with Tom heavy, but he's just middle ground, man. Like, he's middle ground because, you know, he knocks people the fuck out. He's entertaining. He's a big guy, but he's just too nice. Like, he's just too nice. And he's technically not champion. He is, but he's not technically. He's below these guys because he's too nice in personality, but he's above these guys because he's a much more entertaining and he knocks people out in like a second. And this guy's 5'4", this guy's 5'5", and yeah, he's like what, 6'5", so you know. But anyway, that's the definitive aura ranking for UFC champions. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment, do all that. Look after yourself. Much love from me to you, and in a bit, enjoy Valentine's Day, which is coming up in like a week. You probably got no one, but neither do I. So, you know, we out here. Anyway, man, in a bit.